Hi, and thank you for watching this promo video on Project Management Superhero. So the Project Management Superhero, what does it do for you? Well, it's giving you a critical skill required for project management. So I'm talking about a critical skill. There are a lot of critical skills that project managers need, and the critical skill that we're going to be talking about for the next couple of minutes is going to be the work breakdown structure, or WBS. So let's look at this WBS and let's understand why you, as a project manager, whether you're a seasoned project manager or a very young project manager, why you should in fact incorporate the work breakdown structure to be one of your skills when you do a project. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so what are we talking about here? We're talking about an online course of just over 2 hours. Now, after that 2 hours, what's great about it, you are going to have a skill that you can actually apply straight after the course. So if you do that course tonight, you can actually go back to work tomorrow morning and start it. If you're at work doing the course, you can in fact straight away put this to use. So it's a skill that you can use straight away, and it's a skill that is required by all project managers. So let's have a look at it. Obviously, what we're going to be doing, it's going to be a practical approach. So there's no theory in it. It's a practical approach. How does one put a work breakdown structure together, and why does one put a work breakdown structure together? And of course, how do we use this work breakdown structure? So why do we have to use a work breakdown structure in project management? Well, the work breakdown structure is the backbone of any project. If you don't have a work breakdown structure, your project doesn't have a backbone. I'm sure you can imagine if you didn't have a backbone, how you'd be viewing this video at the moment. Very uncomfortable. Right, so let's move on. We need to understand that your work breakdown structure is part of your scope baseline. Now remember, there's three very, very important baselines within project management. First of all, your scope baseline, your schedule baseline, and your cost baseline. Now those three baselines in fact make up your project management plan. Obviously there are other baselines, but those are the most critical. So once again, if you do not have a work breakdown structure, your scope baseline is not in place. So that's how important it is. Without work breakdown structure, your schedule is not going to be accurate. What am I saying? A schedule, one of the major inputs into a schedule is a work breakdown structure. So no work breakdown structure, your schedule will not be accurate. It would not be as good as you really want it. So remember that before you put your schedule together, is your work breakdown structure there, and are you planning to use it in the most effective way? It is vital for costing your project. We need to understand what happens with your work breakdown structure. You will decompose. That means making things smaller. Okay, and if we make things smaller, we are able to understand them, therefore putting a better costing plan together for the particular items, and then aggregating it up to find out what our project cost is going to be. The correct resources are also selected for the execution of the project. Not only the execution of the project, but the closing of the project. So resources can be selected by putting a proper work breakdown structure together right up front. Important that we have the right resources in a project. Okay, the work breakdown structure is also an input to the risk breakdown structure. Risks are identified more effectively and efficiently if we have a work breakdown structure. So once again, risk breakdown structure will rely on the work breakdown structure. And of course, our procurement, if we have a work breakdown structure in place, not if, no such thing as if, let's put the work breakdown structure in place, and of course our procurement is going to be a whole lot better. Right, so what's also important is the work breakdown structure is vital for the closeout report of a project. What is important? Closeout report, what does that mean for the organization? It's intellectual capital, because we've got a closeout report, our work breakdown structures there, and of course there's intellectual capital that the company can draw on if a similar project does take place. So work breakdown structure once again. Ensuring that all stakeholders are identified early in a project. So if we have our work breakdown structure, certainly what's going to happen, our stakeholders will emerge all over the place, and we start identifying the correct stakeholders early in the project. And that's when we want to, in fact, identify our stakeholders as early as possible in a project. And of course, the communication plan can be developed with more accuracy. Who do we communicate with? How do we communicate with them? When do we communicate with them? Why do we communicate? All of this comes from our work breakdown structure, and our work breakdown structure is a vital input to all of those processes that we're talking about now. So a good work breakdown structure is certainly going to make you a far better project manager with the skills that you're getting here. Let's have a look at this. So what's in it for you and your organization? So that's always the question. What's in it for me and, of course, the organization, because they may be paying for the course that you're doing. So what's in it for you and your organization? Well, of course, success rate of your projects are going to improve drastically. Okay, your time is going to be, timing of the project, keeping to schedule is going to be a whole lot more successful. Your quality is going to be more successful. Your cost and your scope. So these are the successes that you're going to have in your project. And if you're delivering these successes, that means a whole lot for you, because people are going to start taking note of exactly how you're working. And of course, promotion and more money will come your way pretty quickly. It means there are more projects that would be in the company. What am I saying? There are more projects. There are more available funds to fund new projects, because we're doing our projects efficiently and effectively. Therefore, there's more funds available for other projects that the company may want to run. Of course, it's sharpened the edge for the organization in the marketplace. So the organization now is not just a mediocrity or a mediocre organization, but it's an organization that is a leader. And of course, being a leader means more profits for the organization. More profits for the organization means more money for the people working in the organization. It's going to improve, obviously, your project management skills. So this is important, that your skills within project management are improved and added to as you go. Remember, this skill is only going to take you 2 hours to pick up. So start the course. That's what I'm saying. Don't listen to the rest of this promo video. Start the course. Okay. You become more marketable in the marketplace. And this is important within project management. You as a project manager could work anywhere in the world. The more skills you have, the probability of you applying and being successful for a job anywhere in the world is a lot higher than if you don't have these type of skills. Organizations are always on the lookout for skilled project managers, not worrying what type of industry it is, but project managers can work in any type of industries. So the more skills you have, the better for you. Okay, so of course, what happens here? It's a process of reinventing yourself. And this is important in today's world. The more you reinvent yourself, the more you can do, the more you stay abreast with technology, and of course, you are employable. I don't want you to be employed. I want you to be employable. And these skills will make sure that you are employable anywhere in the world in the project management arena. Okay, so this course will give you the skill that will give you the winning edge. And this is what's important. Do you have that winning edge? And if you have the winning edge, you certainly are going to be winning. So get the winning edge. In getting the winning edge, in just 2 hours, you will have a skill to construct a work breakdown structure, which is going to be giving you the winning edge that is required. So what do we do now? This course will cover the following: an explanation of the work breakdown structure. I'm so excited to tell you about it. I want to start telling you about it right now, but wait for the course. Where the work breakdown structure fits into project management, well, of course, it fits all over the project management. It's not only in the scope, it's all over the project. Okay. Why must a project have a WBS? Well, I told you it was the backbone, didn't I? Again, if you don't have a WBS, you're in big trouble as a project manager in many regards. The course will cover what a work breakdown structure is and what it is not. So it's not a bill of materials, it's not a product breakdown structure, it's a work breakdown structure delivering deliverables. Okay, it's not an activity orientated method or tool. That's the schedule, and the schedule needs a work breakdown structure to be in place. Right, what are the rules of the work breakdown structure? There are a number of rules in the work breakdown structure which we cover nicely in the course, and of course we'd like you to follow those rules. We'd also show you how to construct the work breakdown structure, and this is the most important thing. Without being able to construct the work breakdown structure, the course is worth nothing. Okay, so at the end of the course, you will be able to construct the work breakdown structure. You can actually go into the workplace and start putting work breakdown structures together for your next project or your current project. So the thing is, we don't have to wait for a new project to come along. We can do it for our current project and of course start using it straight away. Okay, of course we'll also put together a checklist for you, a Wbs checklist. So is this in? Tick, tick, tick. It's not there. Go back, do it. So a checklist is in place for you. And of course, how to use the work breakdown structure, important. No good having a work breakdown structure, you don't know how to use it. So what can you use the work breakdown structure for? What do you do to get the winning edge? Simple. Enroll now by following these simple steps. Right, so the Project Management Superhero Series, who the course leader is, well, that's me, Eric Horn. Let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I have an MBA, I have a Higher National Diploma in Production Management, I have a National Diploma in Work Study, I'm a T3 Mechanical. I do know a little bit about IT enough, okay, but I'm more mechanical type of person. I'm a professional project management manager. I'm also a professional risk manager. I'm a certified Scrum Master and, of course, a certified Agile project manager. So I've been in the project management arena for 40 years, quite easily, both as an instructor or a facilitator and, of course, as a project manager, managing multi-million-dollar projects all over the world. I've worked in the United Kingdom, United Arab Emirates. I've worked in Saudi Arabia, the former Soviet Union. I've worked in Bahrain, Qatar, Oman, Botswana, Zambia, and South Africa. The industries that I've worked in, well, I've worked in heavy engineering, mining, energy, smelters, logistics, finance, banking industry, and in the insurance industry. All right. And of course, I've worked in training and education, fast-moving consumer goods, and I've also worked in manufacturing. I enjoy spreading the good word of project management. So this is why I'm saying to you, come on, do the course. Let's get going. A little bit more about myself. I'm married and I'm a very proud grandfather of 4 grandchildren, being Noah, James, Sienna, and Poppy. So what do you do now? Well, go back and start to enroll in the course. I promise you, this skill will never let you down. Thank you very much. See you in the course.